both?
Yes, sir, you are visible and audible to me. But could you open your camera again?
What happened? Can't you see my video?
No, you are not visible to me. So could you open your camera again, sir?
Sure. Let me do it.
Yeah, that's very. Yeah, now I can see you.
Okay, so you can start.
Okay. So good evening, sir.
Very good evening. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. And what's about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for your kind concern.
Yeah, that's very great, sir. So as we are connecting first time, so can you introduce yourself first?
Why not? Well, my name is Shiv. Basically, I born and raised in India, and my native place is Uttarakhand. By profession, I'm a government employee. As far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. In addition to this, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. And I run my own YouTube channel for teaching English by the name of English with Teachership, where I upload spoken English content and some one-to-one conversational videos as we are having right now. So that's all from my side in brief.
Yeah, that's very fantastic. So may I know, may I know again that from where are you?
Well, I'm from Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand.
Okay, Uttarakhand. Okay. So may I know the culture about the Uttarakhand? And may I know something about the Uttarakhand, that how the Uttarakhand is, and what are the cultural tradition are there?
While talking about Uttarakhand, it's a very beautiful state in northern part of our country. We consider Uttarakhand as a heaven on earth, which means Uttarakhand called Devbhumi. The Bhumi, I would say, land of God and goddess. Here in Uttarakhand, we have so many mountains, so many rivers. Uh, it is really prominent and eminent for its natural beauty, like hilly areas. You would see waterfall. Sorry for interruption. Actually, waterfall. You would see pond, pool, lake. All right, and those who are adventurous lover, for them here we have uh, rock climbing, paragliding, parasailing, and river rafting. These kind of activities. So, if anyone wants to visit someone who loves natural beauty, so I would suggest Uttarakhand is the best option for him. So that's all.
Yeah, that's very great, sir. And I've also heard from so many people that they just love to travel other places. So do you like to travel?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay, so from now, like till now, how many places have you visited?
Well, I have visited Jammu and Kashmir. I have visited Kanpur. I have visited Uttar Pradesh. I have visited Andhra Pradesh. Then I have visited Punjab. I yes, these are the places where I have visited.
Yeah, that's very great, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just think that as you are a trainer and as you are a teacher, so what do you want to give the suggestion to those people who want to learn English language?
That's a very nice question you have asked to me. When it comes to learning this language, English, and if you really want to master it, so there are some points which one has to keep in accounting. What are these points? Number one, before backing yourself into this language, or before you start your journey to being fluent in this language, you have to find one powerful lesson to master this language. Now, what is that powerful lesson? It could be anything. Maybe you want to become an English trainer, you want to go foreign country, you want to crack IELTS exam, you are government examination. Reason could be anything, but make sure the reason should be powerful, like fluent. Then only you would be more focused towards your learning, and you can achieve the level you are for. Number two is, before starting your journey, you must evaluate yourself. What is the level of English I have? What is my standard? Where do I stay? Right? And you need to find your weak points. For that, you can just record your voice, analyze yourself that what are your fears and where exactly are lacking, and there you need to work upon. The third thing is that vocab. And so you need to enhance your vocab as much as possible, because the more you have words, the better you can express your ideas, your emotions, and feelings as well. Right? So learn at least one or two vocab every single day and try to incorporate the same vocab in your day-to-day spoken English. The next one is, one must not feel ashamed about learning this language if he or she is making any mistake somewhere here and there, because English is not our native language and we are not good in this language. So we are trying to master it. We can't speak English as like we can speak in our first language, in our mother tongue. So we should not feel bad if we are stuck and fumbling. That's totally fine. Now, rule 5 is we should not obsess with grammar rules, because grammar is something that will improve your accuracy. But in initial stage, rather focusing on your accuracy, you have to focus on your fluency first. That where you would be able to speak English uh, without any hesitation and shyness confidently. Right. Once you reach on that level, then after you can go for accuracy, which simply means grammar. But don't create a trap of grammar in initial stage. The next point is, you should not get afraid of making mistakes. People are really afraid of making mistake. They feel if I make mistake and people will going to laugh at me, they are going to troll me, mock me, they are going to judge me. And just because of this reason, they don't feel their first step to start the journey to being fluent in this language. What I would say, mistakes mistakes are your teacher. It cannot teach you that where are you lacking, what are your shortcomings and drawbacks where you need to work upon. Mistakes, you should accept your mistakes. You have to embrace your mistakes. After identification of your mistakes, you have to work upon them. And then only you can speak English like a flawless speaker. See, we are humans, we are not God, and humans are more than welcome to make mistakes. There is no problem at all. The next one is English speaking environment. I hope you remembered. How did you learn your mother tongue, your regional language? You observed your parents, you have listened to them, and after a period of time, you started imitating the same. And that's how you learned your mother tongue. Same goes with English. Try to create an English speaking environment around you. Means you can talk to your parents in English, with siblings in English, with classmates in English, with your fellows in English. And that's how automatically you will get the natural notion of this language inside you. Right. Now, next one is LRWS. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. These four modules are works as a four-pillar, which are really important for learning this language. So listening podcasts, audiobooks, or native speakers will help you out to understand this language deeply. And if you read aloud, it can improve your pronunciation, because you are going to train your vocal cord and how to pronounce the certain sounds. And writing will improve your accuracy in terms of grammar. And last but not least, speaking itself is required for experience, because we can understand, we can read, we can write, but we can't speak just because we haven't trained our mouth muscle to speak English. So English is in our heart, it's in our brain, but not in tongue. We have to let the speak come out from your mouth. And last, let me sum up. English is just a language, not rocket science. So keep patience, because it's not a process of one night. Enjoy the process. Don't over stress about it. Avoid procrastination, because it's something which needs your dedication and determination to master it. And at the end of the day, you will see that you are the best version of yourself and you can master it. So that's all from my side.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So as I think that you are speaking very well English language, I want to know that you are speaking very different from the other people, like the people they used to speak English language. So are you speaking any Asian?
Well, I don't have any accent, neither American nor British, but yes, as I have learned this language with the help of some native speakers, so yes, I get a bit influence of their accent on my spoken English. So sometimes I speak, some of the words I pronounce like an American way, and some of the words I pronounce like in a British accent. So sometime in my own Indian accent. So I don't have any particular accent. I do have one neutral accent, which could be amalgamation of three different accents: American, British, and Indian. So that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's very great. So as here I can say that it is going a cold and it is a winter season. So what about there? That is there is winter seasons going on or not?
Well, winter has already started. Temperature is too low. We are just feeling like shivering. Our whole body is vibrating, and we are just wearing this warm clothes, my cap, right? Trying to manage with this cold environment. So yes, we all are just struggling with this winter season.
Yeah, that's very great. So
Yes.
yeah. So sir, do you have any question to me? Like I have asked you lots of questions.
Well, I just want to ask you that give me your brief introduction first, and then I'll think about what kind of question I can ask to you further.
Yeah, you can ask any question to me.
So just give me first your introduction.
Okay, definitely so. So well, thank you so much, sir, for giving me such opportunity to introduce myself. As my name is Suniti Kumari, I am from Jharkhand. As I'm studying class 9. I have I'm in a family and there are three siblings, one me and two small brothers. I'm always to learn English language and to learn something new. As well as I'm so much eager and curious to learn English language. So that's why I'm practicing in the Skype application. Even though I'm running two YouTube channels, so that's all about me.
Wow, that's really amazing. I'm totally astonished and spellbound. The way you are speaking, it seems to be that you are acting like a veteran Satabdi Express. Yes, you're studying in class 9 and you are speaking sounds really great. I'm impressed. Thank you. So what made you to learn this language? I mean, so like, how did you start learning this language? At what age? And what are the struggle you have faced in your initial stage to master this language?
Yes, sir, definitely. So talking about my journey about the English language, like when I was started to learn this language, like when I was in class 6 or 7 at the time, I started to learn this language because I was facing lots of problem at the time. Even though I was not able to form a sentence, so that's why I was facing lots of problem speaking English language and learning English language. So that's why my parents and my teacher motivated me that if you know the English language very well, then you will not going to face a lots of difficulties. So that's why I started to learn English language from that time. Firstly, I just go through on the grammar part because I was not knowing anything about the English language. So that's why I just go through on the grammar part. As you can also see that the grammar is the backbone of the English language. So that's why I just learned the basic grammar. Like I have also not learned the whole grammar because for speaking English language it is not necessary to learn the whole grammar. But I just learned the basic part of the grammar like tenses, vocabulary, like this type of things I have learned. After that, I just go through on the activity part that how I can give my introduction, how I can give my daily routine, like this type of things I was doing at my home because I was a beginners at that time. And I can say I was practicing with a co-learner also. But I was facing a lots of problem. In my mind that nothing sentence were coming that what I have to speak in anybody. So that's why I was hesitating so much. I was fearing a lot. So I just left all those things at the time only. And before 8 to 9 months, I've joined to the Skype application because now I've understood the importance of the English language. That is, it is very, very important for our future life. We want to do something in our future. If we want to have a good job in our future life, then it is very necessary to learn English language better. So I just think that if I will know English language from now on, then I will not going to face a lot of difficulties. So that's why I just started to learn English language. I just started to speak English language before 8 to 9 months in the Skype application. So like this, my journey is ended. And what the problem I faced? I faced a lots of problem at the time. Even though in my mind nothing sentences were coming that what I have to express something in front of anybody. And there was a lots of mistakes I was doing at the time, even though I was also facing a lots of problem for in a speaking the introduction part also. So that's why I was facing a lots of problem. And like this my journey is ended and I'm doing practicing in the Skype application.
Well, that's incredible. I'm impressed. Moreover, Am I allowed to give any feedback to you for spoken English? Can I
Yes,
give
yes,
feedback? Okay,
yes.
fine. Well, I don't consider myself as a professional mentor because I haven't done any, so I'm not a certified English trainer. But still, one thing that I have observed in your spoken English, everything is remarkable up to the mark. There is no problem at all. Two things that I would say you can work upon. First one is I felt you speak English too fast. So what happened when you are speaking notes for advanced speaker or intermediate level speaker? Maybe he can understand you so well as you want to make them understand. But in case if you interact with someone who is at beginner level, because of your high pace, they might not understand you. Then you would lose the basic essence of this language and the momentum of your expression, right? So I can say if you reduce your pace a little bit, definitely you're gonna come up with wonder. Second thing, I have seen that you haven't taken that much pauses wherever it is required. So if you take required or necessary pauses when you speak, it will add beauty on your spoken English. It would something that cherry on the cake that you have already improved a lot. You have good command over this language, but still, if you take proper pauses, it will definitely intensify the captivatingness in your spoken English, right? Okay. Last but not least, I think for us, English is just a language, not subject. So sometimes when you speak too much fast, we lose our emotions, our feelings. We can't connect us with this language. And we sound more uh, like a robot or machine. So I want you to use intonation in your voice, and that can be possible when you connect your emotions with this language, when you immerse yourself with this language, right? And if you add all these attributes in your spoken English, I can tell you, no one is there who can beat you in terms of spoken English because you speak so well. And I'm really flabbergasted and impressed with your level of English because you are just in class 9 and the way you communicate, the way you speak English to achieve this level of English is very difficult and arduous task. But you have done it so well. So congratulations for that. And in future as well, try to practice, try to have more and more interaction and session with motivation speaker and English trainer. And if they are giving any other feedback uh, beside I have given to you, to work upon those things and yeah, currently sound more better, right? So here
Yes,
I'm
definitely. I'm
done
going.
with.
Yes, definitely. So I'm going to make my mistake correct. Like I will speak little slow, and I will just gonna be gap a little bit. So that's why from today only I'm just going to be correct my mistakes. That what I have to make corrections of my mistakes. So I just think that today I've learned a lots of things from you that how to speak English language in a better way. So thank you so much for giving such a things that I have learned from you. So just I'm so much grateful to talk to you today.
Yes, likewise, I have enjoyed the session and it was really a fruitful and productive session which we had with each other. And at the same time, I'll definitely gonna looking forward to have another conversation with you in future. And there we'll talk about other aspect of this language. But today, I think it's we are done. So thank you for giving your precious time and connecting with me. So keep talking, keep learning, keep improving, keep practicing, keep shining, and wish you all the best for your upcoming result.
Yeah, definitely, sir. So thank you so much, sir. Bye.
Bye. Take care.